Hello everyone, it's Mr. Booker, and today is Friday, and I'm really excited about today. I got my awesome friends with me today. They're a little tired, I can see it, but they're really excited about reading. So Leo the Sloth, it's good to see you, buddy. I always appreciate you. And Olivia the Owl, thank you so much, Olivia, for flying in and joining us for reading today. And Calvin the Cow, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much as well, man. I appreciate it. And I always love your cool glasses, man. And hit Giz the Hedgehog. Giz, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in too, man. So I want to thank you all for joining today, for reading. The story we're going to read today is We Shall Overcome, the story of a song. Okay? But before we get to the reading, we have to wash our hands, and wipe away the germs, wipe away the germs. So what you can do now is put your electronic device on pause, or you can bring it with you to the sink, grab some soap, turn on the faucet. Mr. Booker's going to lean over here, grab some sanitizer so he can wash his hands along with you while we sing ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right, I'm really excited about reading this awesome book today. We Shall Overcome, the story of a song by Debbie Levy, and pictures and illustrations are by Vanessa Brantley Newton. But I want to thank my awesome friends for picking out this great book today. Leo, thank you so much. Olivia, thank you. And Calvin, thank you so much. And Giz, appreciate all four of you. And thank you also for practicing social distancing too, because you know how important that is. So let's get to the great book. Okay? We shall overcome. I'll overcome someday. I'll overcome someday. If in my heart I do not yield, I'll overcome someday. It took a war, the Civil War, to end slavery. But even after, white people treated black people as less than fully human, excluding them, ignoring them, blaming them, even attacking them, all because of the color of their skin. Black people were no longer slaves, it was true, but they were not truly free. Still, they believed things would get better. Still, they sang, we will overcome. We will overcome. We will overcome someday. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy when white people shut off African Americans from good jobs and good pay, schools and libraries and neighborhoods, restaurants and hotels and bathrooms, train cars and bus seats, playgrounds and parks. But black Americans and some white Americans did believe they could overcome the unfairness, hate, and violence. They started to protest. They brought a church song, I Will Overcome, to the streets. But since they were marching and working together, they sang, we will overcome. We together will overcome. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we will overcome someday. From the streets, the song reached the ears of city people, country people, followers and leaders. It reached Martin Luther King and the most important leader working for justice for African Americans. He took the song with him in his heart. Everywhere he traveled. The words changed a little, but the spirit stayed the same. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. And there are many forms of race hatred and many ways to fight it. Some students fought by sitting down in restaurants and asking to be served. They didn't ask for free food. They didn't want special service. They just wanted to buy a meal, like any white person could. The students sat and sat, waiting for hamburgers and donuts and sodas that never came. The students sat and waited until they were arrested. And as they were taken away to jail, they sang, "We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today." And more people decided to stand up for the rights of African Americans. One small group, the Freedom Singers, traveled 50,000 miles in 9 months to living rooms, concert halls, elementary schools, jails, high schools, and rallies, bringing "We shall overcome" to people in 40 states, inspiring them to believe that change was coming. We are not alone. We are not alone. We are not alone today. The biggest gathering of people united in support of fairness for African Americans took place in the nation's capital, marching toward the Lincoln Memorial. Hundreds of thousands of people, black and white and young and old, joined hands and saying, "We'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand someday." Slowly, things were changing. Laws were passed, but race hatred stayed strong, even stronger than laws. So President Lyndon Johnson gave a speech. His ancestors once held slaves in Texas and Georgia, but President Johnson looked out at the millions of people watching him on television, spoke of equal rights, human rights, and voting rights for African Americans, and recited the words of the song, "We must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice, and we shall overcome." How could such a song in one country? It could not. "We shall overcome" sailed across the oceans to other countries where people face injustice. It traveled to South Africa, where black Africans embraced it as their own freedom song, and their long struggle against an all-white government that treated them as outcasts in their own land. Black and white together, black and white together, black and white someday. The song traveled to India, East Germany, South Korea, Czechoslovakia, Northern Ireland, Bangladesh, China, the Middle East, South America, wherever people work for a better life. We will live in peace, we will live in peace, we will live in peace someday. Even as it spread across the globe, the song never really left its American root home. It took a very long time, but race hatred did grow weaker. Freedom grew stronger. President Lyndon Johnson was followed by another president, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and then the people of the United States, black and white, and young and old, elected our African American man to be their president. And on that day, people sang the song that so many voices had sung before in pain and protest. On that day, they sang in happiness, "Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday." Today, people still struggle against hatred and for freedom, and against poverty, and for fairness, against despair, and for hope. We still sing. We sing to declare that yes, we are all human beings, deserving of respect and sharing the same planet, the same future together. So, just like in the book, they said, we still sing. We sing to declare that yes, we are all human beings, deserving of respect, sharing the same planet, the same future together. And that's what we are. We are all together as human beings, together as one. And always remember, you have to treat people the way you want to be treated. Talk to people and treat people the way you want to be treated. Always be nice and kind, because it goes a long way in life. And I remember when I was little, when I was in first grade, my mother would always say to me, she would say, Kevin, always treat people nicely, because that's how you want to be treated. And I know Leo, Olivia, Calvin, and Giz, these are my friends. We all may look a little different, but you know what? We treat each other with respect. We like each other, and we talk to each other nicely. And that's so important, to treat people right. No matter how they look or who they are, always treat everyone the same. And I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I love you all. And remember, treat everyone the same. I love you guys. Bye-bye.